Okay, hi everyone. So today's the 1010 portal. At least it is in some places still, but it has been recently in the last 24 hours. And I thought I'd pop on and just do a little, make a little medallion for it for those of you who wanted to, and also pull some yes or no's if anyone drops by. Well, hey Alpha, how are you? Yes, it has been a while. I haven't been on for a while. How are you doing? It's so nice to see you. Thank you for coming by. I hope everything's been well. So I hope you had a good 1010. I'm not sure what time it is. I didn't have a piece of paper. So I thought just in case, I only came on one time before again after like an 8-month delay. But anyway, I decided I'd like come on. I thought I'd just draw this little thing out and then I can pull you a card if you wanted. And I'll just do a little yeah, it's been an interesting year, hasn't it? So so for anyone who might be come across this video later, so something that we can do on the 1010 portal is during the 1010, the Wheel of Fortune represents, it's the number 10 card in the tarot. So one thing that sometimes people do is you can draw out the kind of like a wheel, so to speak, like on your own in however fashion you want it. So I can't do a perfect circle, but let's just try here. This might be a bad idea. It's not that bad. Okay. And you want to write down your goals kind of for the next little while, or the next year or something like that. And you can do it however you kind of want. You can look at one of your favorite Wheel of Fortune decks or Wheel of Fortune cards on one of your decks and kind of copy it if that suits somebody, or just kind of make it the way you envision it. So what I'm doing here is I'm making, this is really rough. Some people like to put letters or symbols in these spots. So this is just like a piece of paper that I cut out here. But you can make something like this. You can draw it maybe in red ink or green ink. And sometimes some people like to do it on a bay leaf or something green, some kind of a leaf. And you can also have it on a piece of paper where you will, write down maybe like, well, some people say up to 10, but like certain goals that you want for this year. You can do it by month. You can be as specific as you want. And then you would want to fold it up and then you could bury it somewhere, like just in your backyard, or I'm not sure what you have, or under a pot or a plant. And then just like forget about it kind of thing, and then see what happens. It's a really good day for manifestation. So anyway, that was my little my little thing about something to do. I mean, it's, if nothing else, it's a positive type of like activity, so to speak, and it doesn't hurt, and it helps at the very least kind of like focus your goals and things like that. So, it's something that could potentially help. Anyway, that was it. I'm going to do one collective, and then, of course, I'm happy to pull you a card. Okay, let's see. Oops, I'm just turning off my thing. Okay. So, yes, that's it. That's fine. So I'll do a little collective at the front, and then I'll pull you. Hi, Star. I'll pull a card for you and Star, and then I'll do a little collective before I go. Okay. So I guess since this is 1010, it's general. Maybe we'll just pull something. Maybe we'll just pull something general, I guess, or the Akashic Records. I don't know if I should do more historical tarot or YouTube tarot. Sometimes YouTube tarot drives me bonkers. But anyway, let's see. Let's try this way. Ancestors of these messages will reach on the 1010 portal. I should have done this one. What is a card they need to see or hear about? Spirit, I think, ancestors of those who will receive this message on the 1010 portal. Ooh, interesting. Does Pluto go direct today? That's a Pluto. I think Pluto goes direct. Thank you for the likes. Okay. So, oh, one flipped. Okay, actually, we're getting a message already. I want to pull. I don't know why I want to do this. I'm going to pull this. So basically, I know something's happening with Pluto. I think Pluto's going direct or something like that. I can't quite remember. So this is very in tune with what's happening right now. So basically, the message that's here for anyone who finds it is that there is a feeling of transformation, birth, rebirth, being in between worlds, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, a change, a step one is scared or willing to take or wondering about taking. Like it could be a time of both feeling excited by the uncertainty and also scared by the uncertainty. However, in the middle, something that turned over was this happy card. So I think it's kind of a not a warning, a statement from the universe about how much we just have to stay focused in this time, because we just kind of like riding it out, like going to the dentist or something. Like, it's going to be over. I don't know why that came as an example, but it's just something we're going to have to go through. There might not be completely the most painless experience, but it's meant to unfold, and it's going to lead to something that is shining kind of a light, that not to shine a light, something that pulls your light and potential out of you. And then one more. It seems like while this is very general, it also seems like specific. Okay, so it's time to put ideas, like ideas to work, ideas to paper, get that thing done, start that thing that hasn't been started, because it might be residing in a place of fear, uncertainty, just unknowing, or just maybe not wanting things to change. The point is to manifest it out of one's thoughts and into some sense in the material world, whether that's a craft, art, writing, what have you. There is also something that is going to be found, like it could be like a little something you've been looking for. It could be that as you create something, you create some sort of gift or treasure for yourself. It could be that there's been something you've been searching for, you'll find it. And if in a moment you find yourself feeling joy, understand that that joy itself is the universe's kind of sign of something, something that where the universe wants to be thanked for this treasure, that this gift that they're showing you. I didn't really relate those two, but that's kind of how it's coming through. There's a lot of twos coming out. So either 12, 22, 222, these two types of numbers, where seeking a balance, potential, reciprocal energy will be important as guiding lights for this time as well. Anyway, okay. Well, that's what I have to say about this. Okay, so hopefully this will find some people later, and we'll pull a card for whoever wants one here, which is Alpha, Stara, and anyone else, and I'll end with another little collective message too. Okay. Oh, my computer is very slow today. So yes or no? What's I gonna do? I was working with the other deck the other day. I wonder if I should work with this deck. Oops. I was, one second, just grabbing something. Okay. So, thank you. So Alpha, if you had something, I don't know if you had a specific question you wanted, or if you wanted an oracle, you can let me know. Star just emailed me her little one there, so. Okay. Yeah, did you have a question that you wanted me to pull for Alpha? Or just a general oracle? So that was just that little thing I did at the beginning was the collective. I guess I should mark that down. Okay. Nothing comes to mind. Okay. Your energy seems more chill, Alpha. Is that fair or no? I don't know. We're doing guides. I wonder if we're doing guides. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Alpha. Alpha's highest good. You know, I'm going with this deck, and I don't know if I want this deck. Well, no, we do. Okay. I don't want to do, you know, I don't like, well, I don't know if you know, but if you remember, but I'm not a thing about reversals. So 3 cards came out for you. Let's just take a look. One second. So again, there's that kind of feeling, that energy of that transitional or transformational kind of like we said, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like an ending, beginning, birth, rebirth, releasing situations, not releasing as in maybe to let go so they don't hold you back. That's a message I've been getting actually the last few days. I'm not sure who it's for. It's just about not like allowing the transformation to unfold and not really focusing on what is being lost or what is being gained. It's going to you know, it might be, let me just check this deck. I don't remember the, yeah, it might be a little bit more slow. Like it's not going to be something that's like fast, like meaning it's not like pulling the Band-Aid off. You have to take your time with it, but at the same time, it has to keep moving forward. This feels like, I don't know, like I said before, your energy, like was your energy lighter, but at the same time, this is like a very, like it's a very, it's not that it's a heavy energy, but it's like a very big, important energy, but it's a big, important energy that I guess it's light in the sense that it's like if one doesn't mind my use of the word like godly, like in the sense that it's spiritual, it's universal. So it's light in the sense that it's going in the, you know, it's pulling us to our higher selves or higher evolution. This is very deep versus not, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. Let me just see this one. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't think. Can you hear anything now? Oh. Let's see. Hello? see. Okay. Hello. Hello. I wonder what thing it cut out for. Like, do you think it cut out for like a particular part of the message? I always think that's really weird when things cut out for a little part. Oh, that's weird. So maybe it wants me to rethink what I was saying. Hold on. Let me just, because I know what I said, but let me just think if it wants me to not. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull one card from here to see if it clarifies this with me. Okay, so I don't know if the volume can be heard on playback, then take that message as you will. I'm just going to try to interpret this in terms of the fact that the volume went out and I didn't see that. Okay, so there is something transformative. There's something, like a birth, rebirth, all that kind of same stuff that people always, like, I don't mean to minimize it, but, that kind of thing that they talk about, guides what you know. But there is like a release of something, dropping a certain like burden, but more than dropping a burden, it's like looking for the light or moving towards the light, obviously not in the in the kind of way like how it's said in popular culture, but either looking for looking for the path of least resistance and moving in that direction. There's something about that, and also that you might feel like once you feel comfortable in that moment of release, like whatever that might be, yeah, hi, sure. Yeah, so this this is this thing where it's a combination of feeling like big energy, but also like serious, but not serious. I don't know how to explain. Like there's something comfortable or familiar about where you're reaching or where you've arrived, Alpha, something like that. And so as you move into that space, even if it is transformative or even if it is like something that's a bit scary or something you have to do, you'll know it's right when it feels comfortable. So even if it's something hard you're doing, there's going to be a sense of familiarity and your comfort with it. Literally, it could also be things like related to light, like feelings of light, brightness, something positive. It could be even that kind of interpretation. It could even be something like in a moment of looking out the window or looking into the sun or seeing the reflection of something off of water or something like that. That could even, like, if you're looking for signs to confirm what that's happening. But it's something about and you felt that once you're there, you're going to feel like this is, like when I was saying familiar, like you are meant for this moment, not meant for this moment. Like you've been preparing yourself, like an athlete prepares themselves for a moment. Like this is what a lot of things that maybe didn't make sense before, you're going to understand why it's going to be used now. If that makes sense. Something like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, hi, Queen. Oh, hi, Juanita. Yeah. So it's a kind of it feels clear visually to me. So if you want to look at, let me just hold these images up at the same time for you. Let's see. If you see, do you see how these images look together? Do you see how they're both they have their hands outstretched, and you see how the light is almost blurring them? it's something like that. That's what I'm feeling. Like there's an expansiveness, you know, like of, and it could also even be if you do any kinds of exercises or movements, um, that that's in that expansion of like that rib cage, that there's like something there. Now that could just be a metaphor or an analogy for something. But yeah, so again, like light thing, like not light as in lightweight, but something where you feel that ascension of sorts. It doesn't have to be like really heavy with a lot of gravitas, or I mean, or it could be. But you're gonna feel more like going in the right direction as this one thing gets moved around. You're also going to be more in tune with your intuition, with your inner knowing, with, you know, your that energy of kind of feeling like, you know, whether it's like looking at nature or looking at the stars, you're going to feel something. You're going to get hits more strongly of your intuition and whatnot. And that's going to be different. So you're going to feel your intuition differently than you did before, which is interesting. I'm not sure what that means exactly. You're going to feel your intuition differently than before, but you're still going to know it's your intuition, and it's going to move slowly. It's going to move in a different way than you're used to. And you might find yourself consulting or reading certain things. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, this is very esoteric, Alpha. But this is a point in your life, because with the cards I was going to pull one card and these three came out, but there's some kind of inner knowing transformation happening, but it's like you already know it's happening, or you already know it's supposed to happen, or you already know it's going to happen, or once it starts happening, it's going to feel familiar. If there's something you like to do in the outdoors near you, like again, like I was saying, whether it's like a walk by the stream or a lake, or if there's like a field near you or a tree you like or something, like something in nature or the outdoors or something like that might help precipitate that. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, it's all making sense. Oh, it is. Oh, it's really happening. Oh, by the ocean. Oh, wow. That's crazy because I can feel it. Like it feels like it makes sense to me, but my words don't make sense to me. Yeah. So the nature. Yeah. So the next time the light glimmers like on the ocean or the waves or something, or if you go at a time, like if you go at golden hour, you go at some, I don't know if you go in the sunrise, sunset, or something, like consider the interplay of the light with the water, I guess, maybe, or the trees or the leaves, or I don't know. That must be nice living by the ocean. I don't live by the ocean. Okay, yes, very good. Well, your guides are very on point tonight. They wanted you to get this message, and they wanted me to babble on. So thank you for dropping by. It's really nice to see you. Yeah, I haven't been on for a while. So yeah, so that's why I drew the little medallion. So for anyone who just joined, I don't know if anyone has, well, yeah, some people have joined. Oh, you don't live by there, but when I feel a certain point, I go, yes, yes, yeah. So yeah, there's something, yeah. So something about the earth and the earth energy that's there. Um, Yes, and for anyone who's joining now, because this is the 1010 portal, today's a really good day for manifestation, especially when it comes to like one's wealth and stuff. So you can look at the beginning on how to like make a little medallion if you want, or just take this time to manifest. Pull some cards for you. Yes, I will. I will try to come on more. I'm not sure. So yes, hi Benita and Queen. I'm not sure if Queen's still here, but I saw her pop on for a bit, so it's really lovely. I haven't seen Queen in a while either, Alpha. I came on last week or the week before after like 8 months of not coming on. Um, um, and who did I see? I think I saw Bella and Eva or something. And oh yeah, hi Queen, how are you? That's so nice to see you. So it's nice to see you guys because I was realizing that I need to come on here, not realizing that I need to, but I wanted to. So so anyway, yes, thank you for letting me read for you. So Benita says, was Benita the next? Star emailed me about later. That's fine. I got your email to Star. So it was, if the Pushpendra is here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to pull. So these are just yes or no. So let me just pull. I'm going to pull a yes or no for Pushpendra, and then I'll just go in order of what I see because that'll be easier. So for Pushpendra, I'm just going back up. Okay, sure, please, no problem. Okay, so for Pushpendra, this was, they had written, Honey loves me, no contact reunion. Honey loves me. Okay, so I guess does that mean, does this person named Honey love Pushpendra, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Pushpendra for Pushpendra's house? Does Honey love them? Does Honey love them? Yes, no, clear answers only. Does Honey love them? Okay. So, so I said I'm going to just do yes or no. So yes, Pushpendra, it is a tentative yes. But I can see that there's potentially some issue in timing or being sure, or them being sure about their feelings or you being sure about your feelings. But for now, it looks like they're leaning towards having positive feelings. Okay. 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 Oh, thank you, Queen. That's nice of you. You didn't have to. So I'm just gonna pull those yes or no's real quick, and then I will focus on you, and then maybe I don't know, do a collective. Okay. Was Daniel upset? Okay, Spirit. So this is for Benita. I just thought this might be a faster way to do it for people to come by, so then I don't. So then I still get views and likes. Please make sure to like. Spirit guides and ancestors of Benita Bella. So Benita Bella's husband. Was Daniel upset when you mentioned R to them? Short answer, yes. Okay. Short answer, yeah, they might have been a little bit upset. It might have more just kind of like hurt their ego a little bit more. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it just might have hurt their ego a little bit, something like that. So it's not that they were, let me just see your rephrasing, were they upset, jealous? So it might not be that they were jealous or upset, but they were maybe annoyed or unsure. They were annoyed or unsure when you mentioned R to them, and their ego got a little banged up by you mentioning something. But in a weird way, I'm not sure what this means, Benita, like about him, but somehow they were thinking something like this might happen, whatever that means. If that makes sense. Okay, I'm just gonna sort out my computer because it's doing weird things. So yeah, that's kind of that. Regarding how they feel. So in terms short, yes. You got a reaction out of them. Maybe that would be the best way to say it. Okay, so Haley. Okay, thank you, Queen. Oh, thank you so much. I was scrolling up. Will I get a job 1 month from now? Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Ella. 1, 2, 3. Will Ella get a job? 1 month. No, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay, I'm not going to really look at the timing much, but tarot really focuses on present energy. So we'll say, will Ella get a job in the way that Ella is asking for? Will Ella get a job in the way? So it's really interesting, Ella. You kind of have a bit of a, I mean, you might not be in the chat anymore, or Haley, sorry, is that it's kind of there's a yes and no energy coming out, even though I told Spirit specifically to make these yes and no's clear. That's for me, not for you. Sorry. So there's some disappointment around your question, and I'm not sure what that is, but it's immediately embraced by the idea that some advice or reframing what you're doing, whether it's, I don't know, your job search or how you're looking for work, like as soon as that gets restructured a little bit, there is certainly some potential. Spirit's also giving you some advice here about confidence and being more structured or listening to someone's advice. This could be the disappointment around this question might be due to past energies or just present obstructions or something like that. But like, so there's like a card here of success as well as a card of disappointment. So overall, if I was just reading this in a very simplistic manner, one would say, yes, you'll get the job you want, but I can see in the messages that there's something about a little bit of disappointment, but about speaking to confidence and doing your homework. Yeah, doing your homework and making sure you apply what you've learned. So it might be you're being able to get a job will have to do by implementing something from before. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Haley. Hopefully that helps. Let us know if you do get a position. I'm wishing you luck. 1010. If you go back to the beginning of this video, I showed how to make a little portal. I drew out this like little thing about how to make a portal and make your job goals. Today's a really good day to manifest because of the 1010 portal. So you can look at that and try to employ that yourself on a bay leaf or something and bury it. And it's just a really good day for manifestation energy. So you might want to try that. I just put it at the beginning, and you can look other stuff up online too if you want. So good luck. Okay. So yes, Queen, does RS feel bad at what we did? Oh no, not RS. No, I'm just joking. We all have RSs. Did he do something? I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember. I think you like this deck, right? Okay, so what we'll do, where did I just put that deck? Oh, let's just pull one yes or no the way we're pulling for everyone else, and then we'll pull the spread. Oh, okay, keep it. Yeah, and maybe there's something more. Maybe there'll be some more steps, or it might take a little bit longer or something, Haley. I'm not really sure, the specifics around your situation, but the so-called group cards outnumbered the cards of concern. So I think that's positive. So just do affirmations, and hopefully something will come of that. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, thank you for letting me read for you. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi to whoever came in. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will pull you after I finish this current donated reading. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Oh my God, there's so many major arcanas coming up for everyone today. Okay, I just wanted, so Queen, before I pulled from this one, I just wanted to see, like with the energy of this deck I'm using for yes or no, what they feel bad. So like short answer is like they're thinking about whatever happened. So I'm going to keep these cards out while I pull the spread. So they are thinking about it, but either they're not an emotive person, like they're not the type to quote unquote feel bad, or they're not letting themselves feel bad, because if sometimes if someone actually feels bad, then they feel bad and they don't want to think about what they've done, or that will ruin their image of themselves. But we do have the 9 of Swords here, so but they're trying to keep their calm and cool about it. So wait, let's just see. That was just like if I would have answered that as a yes or no. They feel something. So let's see. Spirit guides, angels, answers. No, I know. I just wanted to. I wanted to try to see what the yes or no would have said about it. I just kind of wanted to see that because the energy, sometimes when you're using a deck and you're using it for a particular purpose. Okay, so here's something funny for anyone who reads tarot. Sometimes when you're using a deck, like I've been using that deck for yes and no's, and then I come to donate, and if I don't ask it a yes or no, that deck might get mad. So I needed to ask it the same question. Guys, angels, ancestors, a queen for Queen's House. Good. It wants to be a part of the process of the thing. So I'm going to keep those cards in mind. How is he feeling about you after the fight? I mean, it's different for everyone. It depends on how you read. It depends on all this stuff. If anybody, I don't know why I feel the need to say this. If anyone here reads tarot, wants to read tarot, of course, I mean, do it the way you want, but please don't, like sometimes people will tell you, this is what the Three of Swords means, this is what the Three of Cups means. Nothing's set in stone. If you want it set in stone, go and like read the original books, or else feel your way through it through your own intuition and psychic abilities. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Good. Like, for example, the whole Seven of Swords being bad, Seven of Swords is not even a bad card, according to traditional tarot. But anyway, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. How does... I'm going to pull the spread, and then I'll consider those other cards I pulled in that context. How is he feeling about you after the fight? Okay. I didn't really like how that... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, goodness. Let me get my contacts in. That's why. Okay. I should have cleaned this up a bit. Let's see it better. No, okay. He kind of feel, like, I think the best thing is to say he kind of feels bad. But like not... He doesn't... Okay, I'm not really sure what your guys' status is, Queen, but it's not really showing... it's showing that he kind of... I don't know if he... Are you guys like... It's not showing... like, he's showing me that he believes you two have a connection, but I don't know if he thinks you guys are in a full-fledged relationship. I don't know why I'm saying that, just to get some context, but let's just see for a second. He feels weighted down by what you got, by your fight, or by the current energy between you two. So there is this kind of energy in him. The only reason I'm saying it's not a... And there's also like... There's also the Ten of Swords in his energy. So yeah, so of course, like to the casual observer, yes, he certainly has... He's not feeling great. The only reason is that I'm tempering it with the fact that you know, he I don't know if it's his nature to try to be positive and try to look at the positive and see that, okay, well, is there... So the fight's happened, it's happened. You know, what can be done? How can we move forward from this? Or it could be a matter of that he never intended it for you to be interpreted as a fight. He was trying to do something else. I don't know which of those two it is. Like, it's either that he feels that his intentions were misunderstood or taken out of context and it turned into something negative and he never intended to, or he's looking at whatever happened between you two as potentially an ability to kind of get on the same page, like perhaps like a way to like just resolve things or start on a new path. So like you can tell me, I mean, not you, I mean, you can determine what that is. Excuse me. The one thing though, I don't know, it's showing that like you might be feeling slightly some more kind of energy about him being a little like of being like whatever he did or this fight that happened or what he said or what he did has really made you rethink things or made you wonder, like it's not maybe something you expected of him in his energy. Like it's just you expected better from him. You might have slight feelings of like like wondering if there's something more to it, like the fight or the words have left you feeling a little bit like distrustful potentially, or wondering if he's playing games or if he has an agenda or something. That's more in your energy. That doesn't really show up in his energy as much as he might have. Well, I mean, there is one card here. I don't know if you want to tell me. Oh, let's see what this is. Spirit guide knows. Okay, so Queen, I'm not sure what this fight or this thing was about. So again, it's either that he's feeling that something got misconstrued and it wasn't his intention, or he does feel like something messed something up, like he might have done something to make the situation worse. But at the same time as he feels that bad energy, he's thinking, well, this is an opportunity to make it better. Does this have something to do with like somebody else or feelings for you, or how it was expressed or something? Like is it because like it's either his feelings like aren't like, sorry, I'm just trying to tune in. Because okay, I'll tell you what's hard about this is that Aris is like, how do I put this? Or Aris's energy is hold on, it slipped through my mind. I could just see it. It just ran through my mind. His energy, like the, I mean, you know the way I read. His energy is a little like, yeah, but like meaning he doesn't want to feel bad. Like he's not going to be someone who dwells and sits in whatever was done wrong, whether that's he did something wrong or something that was said or some misinterpretation. He wants to like immediately be like, not defend himself necessarily, but kind of be like, so like what's the plan now, that kind of thing. Like he's kind of wanting to be like, you can't just like his energy, like if I were reading from his energy, to be like, well, you can't judge me fully on this alone, and the point is what do we do about this now? Let's not dwell on the past. That's kind of his energy, and that's why I keep saying he feels bad, but that kind of thing. Let's just see. Oh, wait, you wrote, oh, yes. Yeah, I can see the second guessing, the revisiting for you. Okay, it was going well, the fight. He did something to make it worse. He went back. So, again, like, I don't know if this is like him not giving you the reassurance that, one would need in a relationship to feel safe or secure, or whether he did something like, meaning whether he, it could be something simple like, flirting with a coworker or something and it made you uncomfortable, like something like that. Or it could be more like thinking about his act. Like, I mean, it could involve another person, place, or thing, but it doesn't have to. Like, it could just be like the energy of that, or it could be like work or something. Let me just clarify this middle card 1 second. I mean, because like the 10 of Swords is in his energy, right? Okay, so I mean, of course, he doesn't feel great about it, but I think he also very much is highlighting that he, like I said, either it was misinterpreted or he wants to make it better, or he just doesn't want to be seen in that light. 1 second, let me just clarify this. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Thank you to everyone who's in the chat. If you like and sub, I will pull for you after this donation. Oh, 2 minutes. Let's see. What the what? Man, I need to snoop here, Queen. I don't understand his reaction to the 9 of Swords has come out twice. What he did, I'm not quite understanding. He seems to, let's see, what did he do? Okay, so he did something that was very hurtful to you. Okay, so, because I was just asking because I couldn't quite figure out like what's happening. Yeah, so he did something. So sorry, Queen, I had to ask the cards. I was like, what happened between, what did Aris do? And this came out. So, okay, so he knows he did something. But I'm just going to understand why his energy is but. I guess he feels kind of like, he feels that what he said or what he did was just like, was something he needed to do or say for himself, and that you shouldn't be, like, it's just something that he has a right to say or something. That's how he feels. It's not that that's right. Let me just see what this is about. It's kind of saying that he's still willing, like he's still willing to make the best of things. Yeah, okay. He's saying that you have to listen to everything he's saying, like meaning you have to listen to the good things he's saying and the bad things he's saying. I don't know. Ours seems a little bit different. So either this is about him wanting to say like, okay, so let me just look at this row for a second to understand. Is this something where he kind of like is trying to blame you for something in the past, or he's trying to like say that something he did was justified because of something that happened in his past? Like he feels like he doesn't want to feel, his energy is this, he feels bad it now, but with the 10 on the deck, but there's this thing about like he's like, well, he's like, I don't want to have to apologize. You know how sometimes people get like that? Well, they'll be like, well, you know, I'm sorry if I hurt you, but it's that kind of energy, like where someone is aware of like them hurting the situation with their words or the actions, but at the same time kind of being like, but you know, it's me being me, like someone who doesn't fully understand, like they're thinking they're doing right by themselves. It's like RS thinks he's doing right by himself, but at the same time he's just thinks that's the price that, you know, has to be paid, that a hurtful thing had to be said, but it's like he had to do right by himself. It's almost like somebody who's kind of gotten misguided therapy and thinks that like, oh well, I said where my boundaries are, not really understanding what's his responsibility and the other person's responsibility. What's he gonna do? Let's see. I don't know. He did say, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't know what that was. So the challenge is right now. So are you guys in like do you both feel that you're in a relationship right now? Like in a committed, like would you both like refer to each other as being each other's like kind of person, or like put a label on it? Because it's kind of showing that in this moment, and this is current energies only, where it's kind of pointing out that like he, for him, the challenge is like wondering if like, but it could just be a response to like what has happened or your reaction, just going, oh well, you know, this is her reaction and she doesn't want to work on it with me. I guess what he wants to do next is he wants to work on it, but he wants you to be, I guess he doesn't want you to be mad anymore. Hold on, let me just see one thing. I'm going to clarify this final one. Okay, well, so the connection is still there. There's still potential for a connection. Like there is still like, you know, love and feelings and all that kind of stuff in this connection. I mean, those are pretty positive cards. So that's not just disappeared with this one fight or whatnot. However, it has given you both some time to pause and think, maybe for different reasons. Okay. So, Okay, so once I just check this, okay, so deep down, not at his surface level and maybe not in his heart level, but deep down in his soul level, he might be aware. I mean, he's aware that he hurt you and he is not giving you maybe like the reassurance. Like, and I don't mean reassurance in a bad way. In any healthy relationship, we always all deserve reassurance. So he knows that he did or said something that would have set off your, you know, alarm bells and made you pause and made him pause. He kind of knew, but he's not going to admit that on the surface. But at a soul level, yes, probably yes, because it finally came out. It matched. Like we have the 7 of Swords now coming out kind of in your energy more officially, and then in his energy more at a soul level, like in a deeper level. So he might not be even conscious of that. We were moving towards that. So not officially, I think you want solution. Yeah, and that's what's kind of showing up as the challenge a little bit. That maybe that's why I'm asking. Like, and maybe that's your energy and his combined. But like, are you guys in a relationship yet? I'm not sure if the fight was about that. Let's see 1 second. Okay, so he doesn't. Okay, so he doesn't know what he's going to do about it yet. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's going to do about it yet. he wants to solve it though. He doesn't want to, like, he's not like, these are not cards of just cutting and running. Because I've seen the Nine of Swords 3 times now in 3 different decks. I'm sorry, I put the other one back. So, and that's his energy of what are you going to do about it? He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to stay up late at night, and I'm going to think about it. That's kind of what his energy is saying. Oh, hi, Sergey. Hi. Yes, absolutely. Um, um, but he wants to do something. Like, I'm feeling like, and this is current energy now, like I do see like the Ace of Pentacles here and with the Chariot, like I do see, this kind of, he's trying to figure out with the sevens that are showing up here, he's trying to decide what to do. Okay, so when you said his at the surface level, yeah, it seems like he does want to be successful about it. But the fact that you're detecting that maybe you're not so sure, like if he says he wants a relationship and you're not so sure, you're right to, like, you're picking up something correctly. And I don't think he's doing it intentionally to hurt you or anything like that. But I think, maybe he's just not really like understanding his motivations, like somewhere deep down at the soul level, you can pick up on his motivations versus like why you want a relationship versus why he does. And that's kind of the challenge right now. That's why I was asking that before. Yeah, it was, well, it showed up something about like love or a start or something, but it's the challenge is separate. Will he reach out first? There's a potential he might reach out first. To be honest, with this amount of Nine of Swords energy, it's like he's not sure what to do. Let's put it this way. I think he knows he should, and that might be a better way than saying it does. I don't know if he wants to reach out first. He knows he should. Let's just clarify this. But he is kind of like his thoughts are getting in the way. He's overthinking this a little bit. Why is he the Nine of Swords? Okay, so he's starting to re-examine things. He might be re-examining your reaction. He might be examining what he said, how you reacted, the dynamic, all of it. He might be in this energy of overthinking the situation while at the same time telling himself, I'm not an overthinker, but he is overthinking it. Does that make sense? So he's kind of in a dual type of energy. So he's wondering like, what are the possibilities? So he might also be trying to anticipate what your reaction will be and preparing like based on what your reaction may or may not be, if he'll reach out first and if he does what he'd say, or if you reached out first, like if Queen doesn't, like I'll give her till X, till Friday, and if she doesn't reach out, then this, because if I know it's not Friday, then I know she's pissed, like kind of some type, like kind of a very logical, kind of pragmatic kind of way. Yeah, he's not okay. So like he's not sure what to do yet. He's not sure if he's going to reach out first yet, but it's on his mind. And he's thinking about it. Let's get some advice for Queen in the meantime. Which is the deck we should use? Or no, let's use this deck. Okay. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you for the like. There's some advice for Queen in the situation currently with this. What's some advice for Queen? What is some advice for Queen? Okay, so it's telling you not to give up. Let me pull from a different deck. Wait, let me just think. Which deck do I want to pull from? It's asking you not to give up. Okay, so it's asking you to kind of tone down okay. So this might not be what's right, but in terms of if you want to see what potential this relationship has and where it may or may not go, it's kind of suggesting to you just to hold your energies back a little bit, like let it play out, like let's see how he handles it. Let's see if he does right by you. And even if he doesn't necessarily do exactly what you expected him to, see how he reacts, like kind of see what the potential is. Is there anything else? Okay, so it's also saying, okay, so we have confidence is the key to success. I don't remember if you have Leo somewhere in your chart. Also, it's actually, it says this one came out underneath it, the cardinal moon, and said, be bold and make the first move. So I think it's saying, like, I guess I would read this as like if you have an idea of when, like what you expect, maybe wait until you think he should reach out or not, or what you want his next move to be to try to repair the situation between you two. And if not, take charge of the situation. Don't passively wait, you know, in that sense. That doesn't mean that you're losing or winning by reaching out first, like, or he's winning or losing. But if you do end up having to reach out first, you know, take charge of it. Be like, you know, I'm reaching out because, you know, because I'm the one in charge here. Not in the way that I'm reaching out because you haven't, that kind of thing. But I think this is moving ahead because I do see energies like he is really thinking quite, like he's trying to figure out what to do with a lot, like that card keeps coming out a lot. So I don't think he's made up his mind yet as it stands at this moment. He might in a day or two, potentially. So that's kind of where it stands out. Actually, it doesn't feel that bad. Like, no, I shouldn't say that. Like, what it feels hopeful to me that he seems to want to do something about it. And I guess the thing is that, you know, he's might be a little bit shaken by this fight too, or by your reaction to this fight. And he might even be sensing a little bit that, you know, you're second guessing this relationship or whatever. So he might be feeling that too. And that, so try to keep your own energy, because maybe he can sense your energy as well as you can sense his. So try to put your energy into a more steadier state, just like even when you're not talking, like over the next 24 to 48 hours or whatever, and see if that allows him to come forward, and do like the needful, like, you know, do the you know, kind of, we have that magician and that ace of cups type of thing, because there is some energy of like him being capable of doing that. It's just he's worried a little bit. So that's what I have for you right now, Queen. I can ask a different question for you again later if you want. Let me know. I'm glad that, I guess, that you and RS are kind of like, there's still some stuff going on, like not stuff, but you know, like that the connection is still trying to find a way to be like something positive. You know, as long as it's not hurting you or anything like that. You know, in that sense, I think it's good. And it looks more constructive before. I feel like before, like his energy was very like, let me know if you can hear me, because it actually did look at like it was buffering from my side for a second. I'm just gonna wait for my wait for it to kind of come back. Oh, let's see if I can get this on the phone. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to give my computer 1 second to try to fix itself. Okay, does it sound better now? Sorry, I don't know what's going on with this. My screen isn't kind of coming back fully. I think I have a cheap laptop. It was what I could afford at the time. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Okay, I think it's back. Okay, let me just catch up with the. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Sarte. Yes. I need to stop. I need to stop playing with my computer. Thank you for. Yes. Okay. Good. It's so. Sarte. Yes, you're up next, but I'll just do the yes. I'm just gonna do a real quick yes and no for Techie, and then just to keep the rhythm going because those are short, and then I will do Sarte after Techie's question. Okay. Spirit guides, the in-depth rather. Sorry for Sarte. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Is Techie for Techie's highest good? Do you see them getting a music EPA job required to earlier today? So today is a really good day. If you rewind to the beginning of this video, you'll see I drew out this little medallion that you can make for the 1010 portal, which is usually really, really positive. Yeah, Sergey, I got you. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm aware that you'll be on the donated reads. So for jobs and especially manifestations and things like that, Techie, it's like a good. Whoa. Okay, spirit guides and ancestors of Techie. That's good. Whoa, Techie. What the? Okay, there's a lot of energy around this. Will Techie get this job? Will Techie get this job? Oh, okay. So Techie, so in terms of yes, like yes or no answers, I think the short answer is kind of like a yes, actually. Like I don't even want to pull more cards to mess it up. That being said, I saw a few cards when I was shuffling that were just like, I don't know, there might be different things around how you applied for this job or what made you want to apply to this job, or if it has to do with your larger sense of career path or not. But it's certainly being positive in terms of being able to find the work you want to do that's aligned like with your goals and stuff. So like the short answer is like yes, you're going to achieve your goal. So more than whether it's telling me yes or no about like a job, like I would have liked to see maybe a different card, but it's saying to me, hey, you're gonna have some growth in what you want. And there's gonna be some like pairing, like there's gonna be pairing, like you're gonna eventually end up getting the job that fits you best. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm getting. So that's what I got for you. But that was like sorry, that was the second card that popped out that I didn't like, I really like, was the Empress. So that's why I felt positive about it. Techie, and I was like, I don't want to see something else. And the cards I saw while it was flipping as well looked positive. I think this job might still be in a stage like, I don't know, if for any reason this job doesn't work out, it's not because it has anything to do with you, is what I'm also getting. Okay, so Serte, go ahead. Okay, so yes for this job, and it'll lead me to a job that's better suited for me. It just seems that when you're asking this question, it's just like the energy spirit's giving me is that you're on the right path. So either you're going to get this job and it's going to put you on the right path, or like the fact that you applied for this job is a good thing. That's what spirit is showing to me. So either you're getting some skill out of this job, or your name will get somewhere, or you'll get this job. But they're showing me that the fact that you applied for this job is positive for your employment. Okay, for your in-depth question, you wanted to know what does Diana feel? Okay. I remember Diana, but I don't remember her sign. Did you have a deck you liked? I can't remember. I'm going to go with this other deck. Actually, to keep the yes and no deck happy, I'll let pull one for them. Okay, here we go. So I'll use the Light Seers, Certain, unless you had a different deck you wanted to use. Okay. My yes and no deck is very, very engaged in the questions tonight. Like angels and Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, she was a Scorpio. I remember like oh hi Kushi. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I got your email. Sorry, I opened it up before I started reading. I'm sorry, so I didn't get a chance to reply yet. But I'm glad you got by. Sorry, my cards went flying. 1 second. Right corner takes a lot of effort. So, okay, so it doesn't want, oh, it didn't want me to use this deck. Okay, I'm gonna use this deck. So I can see maybe why you're asking these questions, I think, because the cards right now are kind of showing me, because I just wanted to pull a sense from the yes and no deck, and it kind of pulled this thing about where like we have this type of energy where it's like saying that you don't know how this person feels, or they don't know how you feel, but there is some, something unspoken, not enough speaking here, but there is love in this connection energy. That could be yours, that could be hers, it could be the both of you together. But let's pull the spread and see. Oh, you stopped talking. Okay, so this makes sense here. She told me she wasn't feeling well because of her mental health and career, and stood in the spectral space we have. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. And actually, these two cards line up with that very well. So let's just see, Spirit Guides, Angels. I don't want to pull from this deck. I don't normally pull from this deck, but I'm going to pull from this deck for you. Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. Clarity, certain needs regarding. And I think Gemini is also, I don't know fully both of your cards, but there's a need for, certain things to be communicated. Between certain and Diana, between Scorpio and Gemini. Okay. I don't, for anyone watching, I'm not doing the reversals. So people might think what I'm doing here. Was it you, Sergey, who got the one of the decks? Which deck? Somebody told me about it. Anyway, okay. Enough about that. Yeah, okay. There is a uncertain kind of energy. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Sergey, I can feel your energy and your kind of you're talking about your anxiety and stuff. I can feel that a little bit here. So, let's try to make sure we're getting Diane, because what we're really interested in is what she's feeling, because you obviously know how you're feeling. Okay, yes, you feel a lot of potential with her. You see a lot of, okay, so you kind of know where you stand, in terms of your feelings for this person. But you're also as you have expressed, are confused by kind of what they're putting out there. No, I do see. So in short, there is still feelings of love and affection for sure. So this isn't like this isn't like some thing where this person actually doesn't care about you and is just like walked away. That's not true. That being said, that doesn't mean that that's enough. Um, So I just wanted to see when you said, oh, yeah, because of her mental health and career. Okay, so I do see, I mean, I think what she's telling you is kind of true. Like there is something else bothering her. And I don't think it's like another person or anything, but one second, let's see. Okay, yeah. So she's going through some stuff in her own life. Yes. So if she's told you that, she's not really, yeah, she's not really in the best place mentally. She's feeling kind of like things are changing, things maybe not going the way she wants them to go or something. Anyway, I mean, I won't look too much into like what's bothering her because we don't, that we haven't done that without her permission, but we can see she's feeling a little defensive, like she's fighting for things. She might have feel she's lost some things either in her personal life or in career or whatnot like that. That is what makes it difficult for her to be affectionate and loving towards you. So that makes sense. But look, the center of the reading, we have the Six of Cups. I actually quite like it in this deck. There is like a really kind of pure type of love here and affection between you two. So regardless of what ends up happening in the moment or down the line or in the future, it's not because this person didn't have genuine feelings for you. If nothing else, just just in case. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. But readings are always only as good as the person, the querent, asking the question. So we're working together on this. She still sees like compatibility with you though. So you have a lot of love for her. Like you do. Like it's just you have love and you almost also want to make things better for her. Like it's almost bugging you that you can't make things better for her or that she's not letting you in to like be there for her and whatnot. And there could be also this feeling of not feeling like she doesn't get that you're by keeping your space, it's out of love that you're keeping the space. Like you're keeping anyway. I can feel your frustration. Okay, but that's good. I can also feel you've like toned down your energy in the reading so we can pick up hers. She does see compatibility with you. So that's a good thing. For whatever reason, at this point, she's considering your guys' connection a little bit more practically, but at the heart, there's this familiarity, there's this love, there's this all these years of knowing each other, there's this trust and all this. So you can't deny that. And it's good to remember, she can't deny that to herself when the time comes. I'm just going to clarify this. Okay, so she almost, this is kind of crazy. Like, let me just get the words right before I stumble over this. Like, almost like, I mean, we hear this before, like, people say what I'm about to say. Like, she really does feel like you're kind of being too good to her. You're being she doesn't feel right not being able to reciprocate what you are giving her. Like in her own way, she understands like how much she knows how much you care about her. And I'm not gonna it's not that she feels guilty about it, but she just feels like I don't see the justice card here, but I feel like this, so it's not fairness, but I feel like a little like she feels like, this isn't, it's not right to be able to, be in that energy back towards you, given whatever's going on in her own life. And there's something going on in her own life, big time, because like we have like the this is just her, like her own life, 10 of Swords, the, death, rebirth, 7 of Wands, whatnot. Let's just see the connection. You both are attracted to each other though, still. And like I said, there's certainly a sense of potential and compatibility. I think it's like she knows she might also worry a little bit that you might not like everything you see, that if she were really to be her whole self and share all of her struggles with you, that that you look at her like, you look at her with so much, I'm not going to say like goddess, but she can feel how much you look at her with such care and love. And I think she's worried a little bit about, and she feels so supported by that care and love. It's almost like she doesn't want to make it worse by sharing too much. Like and sometimes she almost feels, she might feel, not that you put her in this position, she might feel a little bit like she's having to behave a certain way, like she might think that, oh well, he cares and loves me so much because of the way I do certain things, and if I did these other things, or I felt, or I said, behaved in this other way, he wouldn't feel as strongly for me as he does. Like that just might be a fear of hers. Do you know what I mean? So 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I thank you, Queen, for keeping the list going. I'm just going to keep in this energy for a bit. These are really her struggles. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this separation is really starting to get to you. It's hard for you to be on the sidelines. Like, this is too much. So I think at this point, you might need to be worried about the fact that, this is somebody who is really trying to figure themselves out for their sake. And although they love and care about you right now, they don't seem to be in a place to be receptive to figuring out what you need. Ooh. Okay, wait, I didn't know what I was doing there. Oh my goodness, that's so weird. Sorry, I was shuffling, and then my thoughts went blurb, and then I turned around and I saw what you just wrote, where you said, she's younger than you, and like these 2 pages came out, and I was just like, what are these 2 pages for? I don't understand. So that's interesting. I'm not that that's the only thing the pages, in the case where I didn't have a question in mind, I didn't know what I was clarifying. That could also have to do with why this person thinks, why Diana thinks that, like why she feels that you're not going to, like you might not accept her when she, like, it could be something as silly as like, oh, she's not going to accept me because when she finds out that like, like sometimes like when I'm down, I don't shower for 3 days and I eat Haagen-Dazs straight out of the bowl. Like, I don't know if it's something as like little as that, or if it's something like where she, tries to tell, yeah, I'm really positive about my goals and my future and I'm working hard, but actually she's really secretly kind of giving up on it. Like, so I don't know what it is, but she does feel sometimes like she's putting on a bit of a show, and not just for you, but for everybody. But anyway, yeah, sorry, okay, so yeah, as a mentor, okay, that makes sense actually, because you have, the King of Pentacles came out here for you, and it also came out for her in some of her difficulty in reaching out, which is also why, if she sees you as a mentor, it could also be why she's worried about like what your impression of her is. Actually, that makes a lot more sense actually. Oh, they are. Yeah, it does. I need ice cream. I really like chocolate and ice cream. Like everyone else. What a weird thing, special. Everyone likes chocolate or ice cream. Okay. Let me just see here. What was that? Okay, so the communication is part of the problem. Oh, whoa, it's too many. Okay. Yeah, there's like a attachment style theory and everything coming out. Okay, so the thing is, the fact that, she might not be able to be fully communicating and you might not be able to be who you are, it is putting a dent in things a little bit. So yeah, it is problematic. So right now, as the current energies stand, it doesn't look like much is going to change on that front. I mean, obviously you would know, you can't really make someone do something that they're not ready to do. Oh, I told you, I noticed last time I was care more about her appearance. Yeah. I'm anxious and I think they're avoiding. Yeah, okay, so that's so interesting you said that. I was suddenly starting to get, I don't know if I have that deck. One second, let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm in the tight corner. Sorry. Okay, so actually, I might need to go get my charger. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let me just say one thing about this. I don't. There's this one deck I used to have about, and that's why also I didn't want to like her energies like ugh, like it's. I can see it's there's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't want to try to get into this. But let's see. Okay, again, there's that fair energy coming out. Okay, yeah. So she doesn't feel it's fully fair. You might not feel it's fair, like for different reasons, but you're both feeling bad about that. Like, and okay, and she might also be feeling a little bit like her life isn't really how, like it's just not going the way she imagined it also. So she just might be grappling with that. I think we need a little bit of advice here. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't know if you had something else you wanted to ask and follow up to that, because I'm feeling more like we can see there's love and we can see feelings and all that kind of stuff, but it's like more like, well, so what are you supposed to do about it? Because if I were you, I'd be like, well, what am I supposed to do? Because I'm in love with this person and I don't know what's happening. Oh, thank you. Well, I hope that on 10/10 day when you say that about the subs, that comes true. Because abundance is good for all of us. As one is abundant, the other's abundance increases, and abundance increases for everyone. Therapy for the first time today because anxiety affects me. And also remember that sometimes, I don't know if you feel like you're anxiously attached in general, or it's because like certain situations might bring up, and like sometimes a normally attached person, once dealing with an avoidant or a dismissive avoidant, might become anxious. What does Serpent need to do? Spirit asking his ancestors, what does Serpent need to do in this situation as it stands now? Okay. Okay, so Spirit can see that you're sad and that you feel like heartbroken about it. And I mean, that's not a good energy to be in. Obviously, I mean, it does feel like this person is walking away. It's kind of like what it's showing, like you're feeling, despite what they've said, despite how they're, trying to tell you. And even though you guys haven't talked, I mean, to you, it feels like there is, like you said, a separation. It feels like they have walked away. A little bit. So this is not advice, Spirit. This is just reaffirming. But let's see. You think we need to pull an oracle on this? Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Sorry, I was just about to get mad. That's ridiculous. So I think Spirit's advising you not to feel that you like this is something they're going to have to go through on their own. This isn't something that anyone can like support them with, or like I don't feel like you want to save this person, but it's not something that you can support them through. Like, I mean, you've done what you've needed to do, which is tell this person you're there for them, whatever. But they, they're in this kind of like, I don't know if you look at this woman here, like, this is this person, like, do you see how like she's just like there, like screaming, scared out of her mind? Like they're just going through something and they can't really move forward with other people until they've sorted themselves out. What specific advice? I'm just trying to think about what deck would give us advice. Let's see. These two decks. I mean, I guess, okay, I just heard this already. Are you asking if you guys are going to someone just told me, are we going to reconcile like soon? I think he's asking this. We'll start to get a reconcile soon. By the end of this year. We'll start getting better and reconcile by the end of this year. Okay, so that's just a I don't know answer. So there's nothing certain. I don't know if you were asking that, but somebody was asking that. So it's going to feel like that. It's going to like it's going to still feel, at least for the present time, like someone's kind of like not within your grasp, that you can't reach someone, and that no matter what you're saying or they're saying, or for whether you're thinking about ruminating about past communication, or what you're thinking maybe in your head, you're imagining what you might say, or she might have imagined at times what you might say if she came back in. Like it's just not unfortunately, like we are not on the same page yet, but it's not for lack of love, I guess. So we need some specific advice. So it's saying, it's kind of suggesting for the time being that like reaching out or communicating is not the, like, it's not that it's not the best thing to do, that it just might not give you the movement or progress that you need or you want. So that's for now. Obviously, we know energies can change if things change in her life as well. Things could change spiritually. All right. Okay, it's saying that you can't let yourself get too hurt. Meaning this is, like you said, you've gone to therapy. The three of, this is the Three of Swords coming out in a different deck, which I like. This, it's good that you went to therapy. I think it's really good for you. But like you need to nip this in the bud. That's not to say your relationship with her or your feelings or anything, but like it's like you don't let yourself get too down about it, because it's not necessarily going to unfold, at least in the near term, the way we would hope or want it to be, like like a Hallmark movie. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I would like if my life were like a Hallmark movie too. But it's also telling you to stay positive and inspired about her, about the situation, and about like your own life's purpose. Like, like I was saying, like positive affirmations. I mean, it's corny, but like those things could actually help. And you're right. Like when we were just talking about avoidant and stuff, like I was thinking is a dismissive avoidant or fearful. And I think she's a fearful avoidant more than dismissive, which is good, meaning good in the sense that, like, well, at least we kind of know the source of why they're feeling down, or not down, like why they might be avoiding potentially, or why they might be scared. They're scared. We can see they're scared and their own life stuff's going on. But it's just telling you to keep your soul and mind in a good place, and even, people talk about this. This applies to lots of people in the chat, maybe about like, not holding the pain, but just believe you're witnessing the pain of what's happening. I think I can see, or I can feel, I mean, you've articulated, you're a Gemini, like, that you're sad and that this is bothering you, but I think this is even bothering you even more. So like, it's a big hug to you. I'm going to pull you immunology too. So like, don't get, and I don't like, I mean, most Geminis I know try their best not to get too low, but it's just saying not to do that. Which one am I pull from? Is it possible for you to like kind of casually see other people like in a fun way, while like, because it's not that wait word, where I don't know what card I saw. I don't think you should, like, if you feel like the word wait is coming, that could, let's just see what they say. Okay, this is a 10-10 card. This is telling us prosperity lies ahead. Hold on. Actually, what it's telling me, hold on. I just had a, wait, I gotta check my, oh, okay, sorry. I know if I start dating other people, we should be upset. You can't wait though. I'm just getting this really, really strong. Like Spirit's very much like you can't wait for this person. But then what's she supposed to do? Okay, let's pull from this. Well, I mean, if you feel that you want to wait this, okay, if you give yourself a timeline, like, if you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to wait until the end of this month and then we need to have a conversation, I think maybe that would be the best thing to do. Like, if you're like, okay, like do that and then just see, because like you said, it's been several months. Spirit, you've heard everything Sortea said. You said that she... It's asking you to focus on your, like really listen to yourself. Okay, so we have the yes card here. So, you know, if you needed a yes or no to something, here it is. This is the yes. So, people are messaging me and radios. How this is going to be. Yeah, so you want to be careful maybe not to get too attached, although I mean that wasn't in the cards that came out themselves, but I did see it at the very end when I was shuffling. Yeah, so maybe to the thing that when you just said you know, you're thinking of the end of the month, and then I said maybe time, so maybe Spirit's giving us a yes, like you have a concrete plan. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going to wait till, you know, till Halloween, and then we're going to see what happens type of thing. It's asking you to really kind of tune into like the portal of your heart, like what you need, like the things you're discussing, that people are reaching out to you, they're DMing you, you're thinking about it, you want to date, but at the same time you feel the way. It's asking you to sit with that a little bit more and really try to sense what your feelings are telling you, which is what you are starting to do by going to therapy and whatnot. So I think the story remains to be written still to some degree. So but we also saw that now might not be the right, exactly like this week might not be the time to, like, you know, talk to her about this stuff. So it might be that, you know, by the end of this month, you need to have an honest conversation with her about the situation. But, you know, things might change. You know, things might change for her by then as well. I don't know why I'm feeling something. Maybe I'm feeling like something's left unsaid, and maybe I'm feeling that just because, you know, you haven't been able to say everything you want, or she has something on her mind. So maybe, yes, it's a matter of time and she will say what needs to be said. I hope she hurries, because I'm feeling like the grand of the Titan. I'm sure it's not that bad. I mean, not that. Well, haven't you seen, what was it on the, you know, ABC? They have the Golden Bachelor right now, right? So it's like, you know, who knows how long we're all going to have to wait or not wait, or when we find love, or when it falls apart, when it comes back. But that being said, I think it's really, really important not to get into a bad headspace. But I think by you engaging in like therapy and talking to someone, that's going to be better. I haven't watched it yet. I've only watched the highlights, but I want to watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. I want to watch it, but I haven't yet. So yeah, so that's what I have to. No, a snail is not a grandma or anything like that. But I do think it's good that you're thinking about these things and planning them out in a way that you can share them with someone. You might want to look up resources on how to communicate with avoidance, and that might be helpful as well. In terms of the conversation that you do end up having. I'm just going to grab my charger so I can finish off those whatever other yes and no's that I have, because I don't think, I don't know how fast we'll be able to get through these. I don't want to take a chance and go halfway through. Do I think, okay, so do we think, well, I didn't, let's see. Spirit. Okay, well, let's use this deck. Will she? Oh, no. So in the energies that came out with that other, like the other cards, which we're talking about where she's at, it didn't feel like she was in the energy of like love and dating and messaging people she cares about. So in that sense, no, but that's me extrapolating from a different question. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, that's where they will. They message them. But then we have those 2 pages come out. Oh, so it's asking you to stay positive about it. So it's just asking you to, like, you know, wish every day and like kind of try to manifest a response from her. As far as like the next few days go, I'm not, like, the cards are kind of saying no, and I don't know if it's just me feeling yes because I want to say yes. She's still, like, even if she messages you now, the thing is her energy's in a lot of flux. So what happens between, like, from moment to moment is like her energy's like Like, even if she were to message you, say right now, it might not like she's not ready to message. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. She's not yet. Diana's not yet ready to message you her true, authentic self, or like speak to you in her true, authentic voice yet, because she's still grappling with things. So in that sense, she could communicate with you, but it might not be the things that you guys need to talk about, or you need, like, you want to hear, or she needs to hear. But she could. But she seems like she's like trying to sort things out. I feel like she might kind of want to talk to you, but I would wait. Like you, if you've planned to kind of wait till the end of the month, I would stick to that plan a little bit. Okay. Thank you for letting me read with you. I'm just gonna go grab my charger. Sorte, it was really your energy, like being able to tap into your guys' energy was really good. Actually, let me pull you one of these before I grab my charger. Ancestors. Okay, so this one went flying. Okay, so it's kind of saying this could be the one. So it's telling you that this potential that you're feeling between you and them is like true, it's real, it's not in your head, but we already saw from all spreads, like there are real problems as well, kind of thing. And there's like things that need to be figured out. But I think that's a really positive sign that they're giving. Oh, and reconciliation is at the bottom of the deck. So for what it's worth, I think Spirit doesn't want you to give up on that idea. So that's actually positive. I wasn't expecting that, and I wasn't going to pull that. Okay, one second. I'm just going to grab my charger. I'll be right back. 1 second, guys. Thank you. All right. Hi, guys. Thank you for waiting. Sorry about that. I always think I can do this without my charger, and then my cheap computer tells me otherwise. Okay. Although it's not a charge, it's a power bank. So, okay. Thank you, Sarte. I just like, thank God. Okay, so we're gonna finish off with these yes and no's. Okay. Oh, thank you, Queen, for still being here. Living my cells. Will I be working anywhere within a year? Will you be working anywhere? So maybe you don't have a job right now. Spirit guides, Joseph. Again, so to those of you who joined now, is that if you rewind later to the beginning of this video, like I just kind of mentioned how you can use the Wheel of Fortune card and draw yourself a medallion for the 10/10 portal. It's a really good day to try to manifest stuff for yourself, especially things like jobs and money. And even though it might not be 10/10 wherever you are in the world now, it can still be like the effect is still there, like for 24 hours. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors of living myself. Will you be working anywhere within a year? You guys, I was thinking of in the future just like having people just drop their questions, just going through them in order. I'm not sure what we'll do here. Okay, so because sometimes, you know, it's not that many people. I'm just gonna read your questions and exactly. Will you be working anywhere? So short answer is yes. Let me just try to understand what this is here for. Again, there's some, if there's any negative, like whether it's like the potential to get the job or the working employment you want, or whether you've had some trouble with some employment working out in the past, or, you know, fears about just things not turning out your way. You have two other cards saying that, you know, there can be stability and positivity. So overall answer is yes, but it's like also kind of not worrying, like looking towards the blessings and not thinking about maybe things that could potentially be obstacles in getting work, but just trying to focus very much on the positive, like, and like what opportunities lie before you. So that short answer is yes. That looks good, actually. Yeah, for sure, Queen. Yeah, no, I understand it, but I was just thinking to like reduce like work in the future. I wonder if like we should just like let people like post their question, then I can scroll back. That would reduce the burden on you. Like, I mean, in times when there's not many people, but I don't know that. Of course, yeah, no, I know you did it. Thank you very much. Living myself. Yes. So good luck. I'm not sure what you work in, but just like stay super positive. Like focus on those things that are like in your talents, like the things you know you're good at, and the things that like you know you can prove, like your trait, like your skill sets that are like provable. Okay. Golden fishy. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, living myself. Thank you for the like and the sub. That really helps me and ensures a good energy exchange. Okay. I am planning to shift to a new house. Actually, it's my friend's. Okay, will it be safe? Okay. Okay, will this move be good for golden fishies? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of golden fishies. For golden fishies, highest good. Will this move be beneficial for golden fishy? Okay. And if there's anybody else beyond who's here who wanted a free read, even though I'll like a free yes or no, I can pull for you after these last two as well. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of golden fishy. Will this move be beneficial with an eye to safety? Will this move be? Okay, so I'm not sure it. Whoa, three cards came out here and I didn't see them. I'm not sure, golden fishy, if this is just your own like fears or whatnot, but it is showing. Well, let me try to get it clear again. This move. I can see the move here, and the move you're considering this, or this move has come up because it might be a positive type of thing, like you think it might be positive or something like that, or I don't know, like someone thinks it could be positive for the move. I don't know if it's you who thinks it's skeptical or the move. I can feel that you are concerned. So the fact. No, okay, no, that's telling me this is a good move. So, okay. So yes, you're confused. Okay, and that's confusion is coming across in the cards. um, so there's some cards saying, yes, this is a move, it's a good idea, it's necessary, you know why you want to do it. And then there's a card which is kind of like saying, like, don't, like, you wondering if you're making the right decision, whether that's the decision to move or stay. And then you have like this, it's funny that you said safe, because then you have some concerns about safety. So the problem is sometimes when we pull cards when our own energies are like really, really strong or anxious or fearful, which is normal, that'll happen to all of us, they can override the cards, and the card just says it back to you. So let me just try one more time. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, golden fishy, just give me one card. Should she make this move now? Okay, I think what's happening, it's telling you that until you address your confusion, like, just like, don't make this move thinking like with doubts, is what it's telling you. So if you have doubts, sort out your concerns about this move first. So until you do that, it's telling you don't make a move, because that's going to always eat away at you, is what it's saying. So it wants you to sort out your, like, figure out what concerns are real and what are not real. Oh, your parents are not supportive of your career, so I'm on my own. I'm worried this will ruin your friendship with your friend. So oh, hi Noah. Hi. No, I'll pull your card, of course. So from these cards, golden fish, that's what I'm getting, is that I can see your confusion. The confusion's coming out really strongly in the cards, and this, safety, beneficial. So until you've kind of, like, it's not telling. So this inherently tells me that the move is neither inherently bad, but it doesn't mean, just because the move is not inherently bad doesn't mean it's the best choice for you. So you really need to go back and like the things you're asking about, like, is this the right thing to do? I'm on my own. You don't want to mess up stuff with your friend. Like, you just really need to figure those things out a little bit more, because the cards are showing that confusion. The cards are showing your worries, if that makes sense. And so the cards are telling you that, it's not for us to tell you whether this move is good or bad. That this is something, in your free will to determine. So that's good in the sense that there's nothing like really super dangerous about this move. But whether it turns out the way you want it to will be based on your decision. Anyway, thank you for trusting me to read for your question. I appreciate it. Come back and ask another question another time. Okay, Melody, will you receive a message? Yeah, Bella, for sure. Absolutely, Bella. Okay, yes. Try to sort of yours. Maybe make a list, and then maybe what your question is will even become clearer to you. Okay, for Melody, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Melody. Okay, thank you for the like and the sub. Where did it go? Will you receive a message? Will Melody receive a message? Spirit guides, ancestors, Melody, for Melody's highest level. Will Melody receive a message? We don't have a timeline on this, so it is whatever Spirit Melody knows she's asking about. Will she receive a message? Possibly. Yes. Oh, damn it. I gotta only pull 2 cards. Sorry. Okay, so short answer, like if I were to do like simplistic tarot, yes, you will, but there's also some disappointment here. So either you haven't received the message you want yet, or the communication in the past has not gone the way you want, or the momentum of the communication has not gone the way you want. So I'm not sure if this is your fears because you haven't received a message from them, or the one you've wanted to hear. But Spirit's kind of pointing to the fact that things are going to work out the way you want it to. So it's kind of saying that you will receive a message. I'm not really sure what this disappointment is about. You have to let go of some expectation. I'm not sure what. There's a strong, okay, so there's a 70% chance you will receive a message. But there's some disappointment either in that it took so long, or it might not be what you want to hear, or it might require you to like trigger them to send you a message. So there's potential for it. Oh, he's there. Okay. So I don't know if that means you might have to reach out. There's some healing that's necessary. So the energy is there that maybe like it's not like it's not a permanent block. I don't feel like there's still room right now. The energy stands for this to be healed between the two of you as right now. But I guess time will tell if that how that unfolds. So best of luck, Melody. Thank you for letting me pull that card for you. Hopefully it gets better. Otherwise, come back and ask another question. Okay, Kushi. Okay, sure, Bella, no problem. Kushi and Tila. Okay. I remember yes. I know I got your email. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yes, I know. Oh, I hate to try to do this in a yes or no, but let's see. Okay, we'll augment this yes and no with the pink card, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. She's highest good. Will the situation in favor? For whoa. Sorry, why am I making weird noises? Thank you, Queen. Well, I was going to answer what other question, something else you had, and then Bella. So I'll see. I'll keep it close for now, I guess. But if there's anyone else watching in the room that I haven't done a free yes or no for, just let me know who's here right now. Okay. So I'm just reading it the way you phrased it. I was planning to propose. Yeah, right. So will this situation turn out to be in favor? Okay. So universe is telling you that this situation, to remember that everything is for your highest good, and always remember that the universe is co-conspiring with you for your highest good. So stay positive for the universe to guide you to a positive place. Yes, something has happened. It's like a really big kind of, life experience, and a huge kind of change has come, befallen you a little bit. And the after effects of that are probably going to continue, at least for the short term. So you have to maybe be a little bit on guard. You might want to think about like what aspects of, now that you and him have had this, interaction, like what aspects of this connection that you want to protect, in what parts you would like, you have to spend some time thinking maybe about different ways it could unfold from his side. Like if he said this, like in terms of, you might want to think, okay, well, if he comes back and talks to me next week, what are my standards and expectations? Or, if he is too scared and doesn't feel like talking to me, what are my, like, the universe is kind of asking you to figure out what, that you and him have a connection, and you have created something. So what aspects of that do you want to protect? And what aspects of yourself do you want to protect? Because you don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole and lose any sides of yourself. Will it turn favor for us? I think it's unfolding. It's neither saying it's going to be for or against your favor, but the universe says that whatever is about to happen is going to happen for your highest good. Okay? It's going to happen for your highest good. So it might not be like, you might, feel like, oh, like, I want him to immediately come and say yes and repair this. And if that doesn't happen, the universe is saying, that's okay. Because that was for your highest good. Then the universe wanted you to go through that. I think that's why you must have had really good cards that day. But the universe also recognizes that there's been a really big moment of like reckoning in this happening, this kind of this transformation that is occurring in what you had built with this person, and now what you will and will not protect. I just pulled up a pink card for you because I know I saw your email about that, and you got the forgiving and learning card. So, it says here, you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So I feel like there's still some chances here. I mean, you want to think for yourself if this is something you want to give a chance to, given how he's responded, but you and him best, and what's fair for him and what's fair for you. So I mean, the universe is like telling you, like, forgiving and learning yourself from the experience, as well as maybe him, in case he comes back and makes the amends you want. But I feel strong about, like, because the Empress came out here, which I think is always really a positive card to see. So everything is like going to take you to a higher place, either with him or on your own journey. So things are going to work out. I just don't know if it's going to work out for you. I don't know if it's whether for the two of you. Okay, so hopefully you heard that. Because it says your internet's not good. But thank you for letting me read for you and answering that question. I'm sorry that you're having to go through this, but stay positive. Go back and look at the 1010. The beginning of this video, I did this little thing where I showed how to make a medallion for the 1010 portal. It's usually for more tangible manifestations, but it can work for things you want, like love to. And even though it might be 1110 where you are, or whatever, that energy's still there. So you can rewind and look at that to like have some positive affirmations. Okay, so Queen, so there's Bella and this Queen. Queen, did you want me to answer something for you and then Bella, or however you guys want that? And I don't know if someone else is watching. Hi, Aniket. Well, if you like, I can give you a really quick yes and no while I'm just waiting for either Queen or Bella. Oh, okay. Are you sure you can wait, Queen? Because it's late where you are, aren't you? Okay, so Bella, you can go ahead and drop your question. And Aniket, if you want me to do a really quick yes and no for you, if you like the video, I will pull you a quick yes and no before I start Bella's. Okay, Aniket, I'm waiting. While I'm waiting for Bella, you have time to drop your yes or no, or else I'm going to move to Bella as soon as she drops her question. Yes, yeah, go ahead, Bella. Okay, Aniket, I'm gonna pull a card for you regardless, Aniket. Okay, spirit guides and ancestors of Aniket. Will Aniket and her person reunite? Okay, well, it shows that one of you really wants to reunite, but one of you is a bit reluctant to reunite. Overall, the energies are positive for some kind of reuniting. Exactly when and how, though, might be a little difficult because somebody's in a bit of a energy of not being connected to the other. Does that make sense? Anything? Yeah, Bella, go ahead and drop your questions. So I think there's a potential for you and the person for you and Sanika to reunite, but I can see that someone is more interested in reuniting than the other person, but the other person isn't opposed right now, but energies can change. So come back and ask again and we can see more again later. Thank you very much for letting me pull for you. Okay, so for Bella, I don't want, oh no, I'm gonna feel. Oh no. So anyway, yeah, so Aniket, there's a potential for it, for sure. There's a potential for it. So if you really wanted Aniket, keep focusing on it. The future, the future. Are you sure you want to hear about the future, or do you want to like explore anything right now? Okay, let's try it. See. So no advice about now. Where'd this go? Guides, angels, and ants. Oh, hold on. The free deck wants to happen. Okay. What? Spirit, you've heard Bella's question. You know how she's feeling. You know everything she's going through. You are there with her. She needs some guidance. She needs some advice. Please speak to her. To these cards, spirits, angels, ancestors of Bella. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Bella. You know what's in her mind, in her heart, in her head. What's coming next in the near future? What's in the near future with Bella? Okay, well, that's cool. That's not bad. 1 second. Okay. So things are going to slowly start to feel more in balance. Things will hopefully not feel as heavy. So we'll pull, let's pull a thingy. I love this energy. I got love time, energy. Right. No, I understand what you're saying, and that's why we're asking the cards that we know what Bella feels. Your spirit guides, your angels, ancestors, they know everything you're feeling beyond what you're saying, so that to give you the signs and messages that you need. But I do see the things are going to maybe feel are going to feel more like they're going in your favor. Actually, I want to see this deck too. Wait, which deck first? Spirit, stop it. Okay. What is coming in the near future? Okay, let's just say, Spirit, what's coming in the near future for Bella? Thank you, everyone, for the likes. What's coming in the near future for Bella? Oh my God, Bella! Look, I didn't even. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I was in frame. I don't know if it's just her energies or spirit is like all these people on tarot lives. They need something. So anyway, this card came out, and I was even love. So love is coming. Not that doesn't necessarily mean romantic love, but you're gonna feel. That's really a pretty card too. Actually, I haven't used this deck in a while. So I think the point is like love, like in terms of integration, like not separation, not negativity, but positivity. That there is a higher purpose for you, and even love in your family affairs, love with your, with your friendships, with, strength, but still a little bit of like, you're still enduring something, you're still having to go through, challenging emotions. Yeah, and we have family at the bottom of the deck. So, you're dealing with those things. So there is, So we have love, this energy of universal love, personal love, romantic love, soulmate love, but that there is things that you're dealing with that are transforming your situation, and your life path in general. But things are, from the other deck I was using, I also have here that things are going to balance out a little bit more in your favor, made a little bit more, aren't going to feel as unequal. Like if you feel like there's so much you're dealing with, things are going to find slowly they will find some resolution, and some messages that you need to hear in any regard, whether it's just about something day to day, like something to do with your driveway or some work around the house, or it could be messages at work or messages from friends. It's coming. Okay. Now it's switching energies. But how something Pluto went directly. Oh, these are strong. So there is a potential. So this is, I'm not sure about. There is a potential for like kind of a strong, robust, intense energy to be in your future. But I feel that these don't really jive with these cards. So let's try to figure out what the connection is here between these. Actually, I'm going to use this deck to connect this before I pull a spread. How is the card confidence and energy, Scorpio, transformation? So some of the things you're going through and that you're feeling right now are, there might be sides of you that you like things you haven't experienced before, like you were saying, when you were talking about what was it about the stubborn energy of feeling something for somebody else, and not because, like, Leo and Scorpio came out, um which are both fixed signs. So it's kind of that steadfast, I don't want to say stubborn, but that kind of steadfast type of energy. So it's kind of like saying, like, it's in your hands, like this way that you feel a little bit like where you are when it comes to like love and life, is something in part that you have set the terms of your energy now, because not because you're being stubborn, but because you feel that you need to set these kind of fixed energies to get through things, in your career, to get through things at home, to get through things in love as well. So that structure, let's just see how they connect. How does that card connect? Soul family. Okay, so there's a standing your grant crumbling. What are you? Okay. Okay, interesting. Well, that's kind of deep. Okay. Oh, you're trying to reconnect. You said you're trying to reconnect, and this soul. I asked for a connecting card, and the soul family card came out. It's just kind of like old friends from school. Yeah, and the pain might not subside either. Oh, sorry, I have to manage the time. So the connection between this transformational Scorpio is transformation. Strength is, I just realized this. The Scorpio and the Leo came out, and transformation is often associated with Scorpio. And like, not that this is tarot, but in tarot, Leo energy is here. So maybe it's just asking me to reaffirm these two cards. Spirit playing games on us. Getting late. Okay, so then this it's asking you to also pause a little bit, like, so obviously healing doesn't happen overnight, nor are you expecting it to, but maybe like this reconnecting with your friends, your tribe, your old friends, you don't have to do it alone. And healing is often more helpful when it is co-regulated, when it is in sync with other people. It's really hard to heal by yourself. I know that as well. So I think it's good that you're doing that. And even though you're not maybe seeing, it might take more time, but that might be a really good first step. And you will have to continue to endure and, getting over, trying to master this pain that you're feeling, but it is changing you. But in a positive way. There's like a rebirth happening. Like what you're going to find and become will ultimately be for your highest good. Something is changing. Like it's asking what you might be holding on to. Before, you said that, you have your reasons, and like God and spirit knows that, and that's absolutely true. And so God and spirit are kind of asking you, like, what are you clinging on to, that maybe as you figure out what things, why you feel this connection that you feel, and the reasons that it's hard to let go of, how does that bet, like, just to, it's not that you haven't, but like it's kind of to understand your own triggers, like your own fears. Like often when any of us hold on to anything, right? Like whether it's like a person, a feeling, a pencil, whatever, it's, there's some reason we're holding on to, like, meaning there's some underlying fear, or not even fear, not like fear, like, oh, you have to let go of your fears. Fear is good, fear is healthy, but you might be, just like try to isolate what it is, just that maybe it might even be that feeling of not wanting to let go of the feeling that I had so much love for this person. I just can't, because there's a sadness in that too, when you just can't feel love for that person anymore. You don't want to have a future without feeling love for that person. But anyway, that's there. So let's just pull some cards on what else might be coming forward. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what specifically to love is there? So spirit likes that you're connecting with friends. It's reminding you that you are going through stuff. Spirit sees how hard things have been, how they haven't been that easy, and that you are being transformed. So even as you say stubborn in some of your feel you need to do that, allow those transformations that you're comfortable with to occur. There might be something here. What's coming next? Okay, no, first, what do you have? Okay, what's coming next / transformation, spirit? Okay, what's coming next in the context of transformation and love? What's coming next? So as you embrace this transformation that comes only through walking through this so-called fire of sorts, what will come? Okay, these are all pretty positive. What slipped here? Sorry. Okay. Okay, so what could be coming? So we have positive movement forward. We have celebration and prosperity. So positive things are coming. The funny thing was this card flipped, but didn't fall out of the deck, but it flipped, which was mental conflict. So this feeling of like what to hold on and what to let go of is probably going to persist for some time. At the same time, though, that feeling is going to slowly start to lessen. Like every day it's going to be a little bit better until one day you're going to feel that, okay, it's not as bad as it used to be. But once that kind of transformation has happened, you're going to see. So one thing is that what will come next is based on your positive momentum. So as you create momentum, so when you said like, okay, I've reached out to school friends. So if we just keep aside that the pain hasn't subsided, okay, but you've reached out. So you've taken this first step, like to get the ball rolling. So that produces momentum. So as you continue with positive movement forward, you're going to see, and I'll show you there's two cards here that are kind of reinforcing this reconnecting with friends. So spirit likes that a lot. I think you've made the right decision there, because spirit's really kind of mirroring that back to you. But as you take that one step, spirit will return you twofold. Abundance is always twofold. Like always believe that what you put out there is returned to you twice, and then ultimately you see like the beginning of something, a start in something, like a new or a renewed start towards feeling a little bit more. I just dropped a card. 1 second. To feeling like complete and finding a sense of connection. So actually, I think that with some of these connections, actually, I'm just getting it as you reach out to people, you might find that with through them that you're going to have a friend or someone who might understand you or they give you some comfort through this. Or the process of it is going to give you some comfort through this, and it's going to allow you to kind of feel, yeah, okay, yeah. So there's going to be, so, oh, okay. So this is all like, it's saying that there's like one foot in front of the other, and that when those little joys come, you know, like people say the opposite of triggers now, people say are glimmers, like those little moments of joys. So you have to really capture the glimmers. And then that's where these little seeds, these little acorns are going to start coming about. They're not going to be exactly what you wanted, and you're still going to feel lonely, but you might almost enter into a phase of feeling somehow holding space for your loneliness while also being able to be more content about the future. Oh, I can't love again as I see it as an insult. Love is love. I always knew it. I don't. So I don't think right now these cards is, I mean, like you said, that you've talked to God about this, you know, like what's going on and whatnot. So what's coming through, like take the messages as they resonate to that thing. However, I don't feel from the like I know how you feel, and that's true for you right now. And maybe that relates to the thing that this last two cards just said, where that you're still going to have hold space for this loneliness while also being, and loneliness not be the right, it might be loneliness specifically to you know what I mean? But you're gonna suddenly find that you're holding both at the same time. So there might be a period of time. What comes in the near future is where you will continue to feel this way about your love for and what you felt and how you feel about love in general, while at the same time somehow finding small joys in your daily life again. So that might be what's coming in the near future. And as that comes, that transformation might then give you more insights about how you feel right now. Like maybe it will start to shift, or I mean, not shift, it might transform that belief, but it'll only be based on the experiences you encounter. Because this is a pentacle, so this has to be on the material plane. Because a belief is a thought that's in your head, right? Like it's a like a thought, like you know, if you're talking tarot terms, it's a sword, right? But it's the actionable items that will transform your beliefs more beliefs transforming beliefs. Can you give us any cards? Okay, not this deck, fine. I'm going to ask just for some cards about what you just said about A. Is there anything you want to tell Bella specifically about what she said about her beliefs? So this is a time of transition. It's a time of transformation. You are meant to feel this way. Like you're meant to feel like, you know, as you said, like love is love, and you felt like you'd only love once. But this is also something that is going to change. I'm not saying like, oh, it's going to change, it's going to be better, but it is something that's going to change. The cards are kind of indicating that. And it's only going to change. Like sometimes we can only heal so much on our own, and then we can heal with somebody else. So somehow you're going to find that support. Now, whether that's through friendships, through someone in your spirituality, in your religion, like through volunteering, whether that's just through helping someone, not in a romantic sense, caring for your family, or just someone you feel some sense of alignment with, it's going to start to change your thoughts, your feelings about partnership. However, okay, thank you, Spirit. This thing that you've experienced will stay with you forever. Okay. So yes, she knows that, Spirit. What fell? Oh, okay. So Spirit's saying, look, at some point, yeah, again, you have an ace here. So at some point, you are going to slowly start to feel things getting reignited. The feeling of potential prosperity will eventually reignite in you. This is based on the last thing you said about not loving again. There will come a time for that, but there is more like kind of obstacles and like kind of we have obstacles and challenges and conflict and despair. So this kind of situation will last, and we saw that in the beginning with the fact that you're having strength and like enduring things right now. So that's there. You have some advice for Belle? Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of the time. I have to keep track of the time. Sorry, Belle. So what's coming right now is that there is love around you. There's love present around you. Spirit supports and encourages you reaching out to your friends. Spirit is saying if you let it, there will be some positive momentum with friends. That doesn't mean you're immediately going to feel better, and you might not feel better for some time regarding that this situation, this experience with AA has transformed you, and it has brought in a level of defeat about love into your life. But it's also saying that defeat itself will transform your views on love eventually. What's some advice for right now, for the present? What's some advice for the present? Okay, so you are good enough. I can't remember where you had Virgo in your chart. And also we just had a super moon. Emotions are running high, and that would have been maybe around the time of your birthday and really feeling things. So your emotions are highs right now, which is for anyone. So how you feel right now, the things you're feeling, they're real, they're valid, but emotions also ebb and flow like the phases in a moon or the tide. So even you don't know the changes that lie deep within your soul, but you are, you are always deserving. You have a birthright to, positive love and positive energy. And love really has to be a two-way street, for it to be like real, the love that the universe wants, not for it to be real emotion, but for it to be the kind of love that the universe expects and wants for you as a child of the universe. So that's kind of what we have for you right now, Bella. I'm sorry that it's feeling the way it is, but it's kind of like, I think I was saying this at the beginning to someone else, like it's kind of like a feeling like it's really difficult, but it will pass. Like it just because it has to. It's like going, I think I said like going to the dentist or getting through a storm. Like it's just, like you're going to get wet. It's going to be. Oh, did I put the wrong card in? Sorry. It will pass simply because it has to pass, not because of any bigger scheme, but feelings can't stay stuck forever, like in this fixed energy. I didn't see, actually, I think maybe I should have wanted to see the world card, but I didn't see it. So I can see this transformation unfolding, but it's kind of unfolding in a different way in you maybe than other people because of these like strong, emotions that you are holding, and, the intensity of this love that you hold and you cherish. So, just, try to be as gentle as you can. I think, focusing on the things you want and the friends that you're reaching out to, like see where that goes, take one step at a time and see what happens, and still continue to believe in, your desires for, like, just for a moment, don't think, oh, is it A or is it not A? Just go, I still believe that I want this marriage, I want an engagement, I want a family, and just see how the universe responds. Well, thank you for dropping by, though. It was lovely to get a chance to kind of chat a little bit more. I'm sorry that this is happening, and it's true. So many of us go through this, and it never makes sense why we're going through this. But it does say things are going to balance out a little bit in your favor. So So I think that's positive. They will balance out in your favor. You know, there will be some, Justin, just, you know, keep your, like, things will be done right by you. And also, if I don't know if you still speak to A, but like, you know, A might say something to, if you still speak to them, just, you know, they might say, you know, just try to be as calm and balanced as possible. Okay. Okay, so thank you. I'm getting a little tired, so I'll quickly for Queen. Okay, so when we said, okay, so from previously when, so thank you, Bella. Again, thank you so much. And I'm sure we'll talk again soon. And, you know, and yeah, let me know how things go with your friends when you meet up with them. I'm sure like there'll be some positiveness that comes out of it. Ours is open to relationship. What are his intentions? Okay, so I think Queen, oh, you do speak. Okay, so, okay, sorry, just Bella, one thing. So there was that one card at the end, sorry, I'm forgetting right now, that I saw. So maybe even if you just want a free card next time, Bella, just next time I want, like, maybe something came up about speaking to him. So yeah, so okay, so and yeah, you feel emotionless, right? Like, so that's the thing, like you'll just feel balanced and stuff towards him. So maybe there's something about, we can get an advice on like how to proceed with communication with A or something. Maybe we can pull a card on that or something next time, because I think that came up in these cards that I pulled. Okay, let me just quickly summarize for Queen. So so I think what we got from that though, Queen, I think that was pretty clear, because I remember in the spread that came out that he's not sure. The 9 of Swords came out, so like 3 times in 3 different decks. So he like his next actions after the fight, how he feels after the fight, is that it's the 9 of Swords. I saw it come, like I remember it so clearly. It came out 3 times. So he, you know, he's worried about it. He's not sure what's going on. And his intentions are, he's trying to figure out what's happening. Let's try to get something more in this intention. But we saw the 10 of Swords come out. Like I can see the spread, which is, I don't usually see. The 10 of Swords came out. So he kind of, those things were answered before. So let's see, what are his intentions, next action after the fight? So he feels bad. He knows he's been hurtful. But at the same time, he kind of like, you know, we were saying either he's saying that, you know, he was in a right to say what he had to say or whatever, and he has his own justifications for what he said, what he wanted to say, and it seemed like he wanted to still like be like, okay, so instead of discussing that, what are we going to do about it? But then when we saw if he was going to reach out or not, it seemed like he was more a little bit like the 9 of Swords in several decks. So it's like he's thinking, he's not sure what to do. So let's just ask that again, I guess, for more clarity. I didn't get that. No, because I saw the trailer. I didn't get that he thought it was over. So one thing, Queen, I want to say, if we like, you know this, Queen, you're a pro. So I think that, you know, if we don't want to speak certain things right into the universe. So I'm this, you know, as I'm reading your questions and I'm thinking about, you know, you're asking these questions and you're concerned, of course. So we have, you know, a bit of fears and ego coming out, but let's try it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try again. What are his intentions? Angel, spirit guides, ancestors of Queen of Swords, what are his intentions? Please give us some clear guidance. Okay, so this is okay. So we saw the devil. We know we saw the devil. So that's not to say you both don't have fears, right? But look, this is pretty good. So we're asking for intentions. We have the Sun and the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups came out before with the Magician. This is really, you know what's really weird, Queen? I have a hard time remembering spreads for people, and for some reason, I remember your spread very clearly from tonight, and I don't know why. Sure, Dragon Ball fans. I'll ask right after I finish this before I go. because we saw the Ace of Cups with the Magician before, and I don't even know how I remember that, but your I remember your card so clearly, and that is so weird. But anyway, the thing is, he is still focusing on somehow pursuing this. It's possible that you're not reading him well right now because, like you said, he might be operating at two different levels, like what he's trying to achieve in the 3D world versus like his own fears and doubts that which are deeper down, or maybe like why he suddenly feels like he's pursuing something or why he's ready for commitment now. So that might be you're sensing that dichotomy in him, which he may or may not have expressed to you yet. But this is like positive. This is like I'm getting before, like he's thinking, what can I do to make this better? He is thinking about it a little bit like from like, what do I need to do? I don't know if he's really thinking about, like, he's thinking about how do I ensure that we have like I've told Queen that, okay, I'm open to a relationship, maybe. So let's see where this goes. But he's not thinking, what do I need to do to make Queen more comfortable? That I'm seeing it's more from his perspective. Let's see if there's anything else. Is there anything else? Okay, yeah. So he's thinking about, like, you know, how to get balance, like what materially needs to be done to get this moving, to get some momentum going, to turn this into something. Because we had the three. This is so weird, Queen. I remember your spread so clearly. I never remember a spread. It's so weird. Because we had the Three of Pentacles in the middle of the deck, and so it's a 2 here again. So he's trying to figure out how to get this forward, how to work together, how to make this happen, how to have him respect you again, I suppose. Yeah, it's because of Aries and his bullshit. That's why you. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a different, like, it's a slightly different energy, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's a little bit trying to feel like we have like a succession of 7 to 8 of cups here. So, you know, he's trying to figure out, like, it's that the 8 of Cups is not him leaving or anything. This is just about him trying to figure out, like, okay, what am I feeling right now? That's what in terms of, like, he's worried about this fight, as we said. So he's worried about this fight. He's trying to figure out his feelings after this fight. But overall, you know, we want to encourage this thinking of his, this positive thinking. We don't want him to get too much into his feelings and start overanalyzing things and make him feel like he has to pull the trigger about something, you know? Yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, there's a part of him that thinks he should communicate with you, but there's also a part of him that's like that. So we don't want him to fall back into low vibrational energy. So you need, I think, not need, as best as you can, because I can see that he has positive energy on the surface, but then as you dig a little deeper into him, he's like, I don't know what's happening, kind of thing. So we don't want him to fall back into that kind of energy. So as much as you can, I think, try to, like, be in a good energy state that his energy might be more tuned into yours than you to him right now. So you want him to feel like, you know, he can come forward, or he can apologize. Well, I don't know if he'll apologize, or he can try to, you know, repair things, stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of thing. But I think his feelings, and like, was clear. He was like 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Then he was like, but at the same time, he was like, okay, Ace of Cups, I want to work on this. So, like, we want to encourage him in that kind of arena. Okay, but that's what I have for you. I know it's getting late for you. Actually, it's getting late for me as well. So I'm going to let me pull you a pink card. Ooh, let me pull you a pink card. Oh, so I was about to say pull you a pink. Oh, let's see if it comes out. Let me pull you a pink card, and then I will Dragon Ball. I will do a yes or no for you, and then I'm going to sign off. Let's see. Just for Queen. What's it? Queen. So anyway, it's saying soulmate. So I mean, I wouldn't read this as that he's your soulmate, but we have separation at the bottom of the deck. Point is, you guys have a connection. You are definitely soul family. That's why you are an artist, and he's going in circles with you. So point is, with soulmates, sometimes, you know, things, you know, they're up and down. Soul family, rather, I should say. He's become soul family through the actions that you guys have experienced together, maybe other entanglements that you have. So, you know, try to encourage him to be his best self, like, somehow energetically. And when you guys do talk eventually next, you know, I mean, of course, express yourself and your frustrations, but try to also you know, encourage him to try to be his best self as opposed to like him falling back to his lower senses. Okay, quickly, you got 2 yes or no's. Dragon. Okay, I'm just gonna pull yes or no for you guys. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Dragon Ball fans. Is it a yes or a no? Yes. More 444. You have to like, because I need my likes. Okay. Will cue the Virgos. Will something be revealed? And more 444. Will something be revealed? Yeah, there's a chance that something might be revealed. What is this? Yeah, there's something that might be revealed. Accused very sneaky character ever be revealed it. Also, Dragon Ball, if you had a yes or no, let me know. Will their character ever be revealed? Yeah, and it's going to come at a time when someone's defenses are down, when someone's guard is down or something like that. Things might become revealed. Yeah. Okay. Have you liked Rekshida? You have to like and sub. Okay, Dragon Ball. I will. Marriage chances. Is there marriage? Okay, thank you, Rakshida. Marriage. Is there marriage for Dragon Ball? Is there marriage for Dragon Ball? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so Dragon Ball is very worried about marriage, but they keep hoping for it. Okay, so basically Spirit is telling you, yes, there is a chance for it. Keep like positive and focused. You know, try to take the necessary like actions you need to take with your thoughts, because you know thoughts become things. So you need to stay like, so it's a yes or no. So I'm just saying, is marriage a potential for Dragon Ball? So it'll be like, yes, there is potential for marriage for Dragon Ball, but you have to stay in like a good energy, and you have to let go of any worries or past situations and dream about a positive future, and like embrace any like your thoughts and how you talk. Okay, so Rakshida is willed. Make sure to like. You guys have to like and subscribe, and then you'll get a free yes or no. Will Mario contact spirit guides his ancestor Rakshida? Will Mario end the no contact situation? Will he? For Rakshida, will they end? This is a maybe, Rakshida, because we have kind of like a yes. We have a yes and no and a maybe here. So they have thought about it, but there's something that's holding back the situation. Whatever happened between you two is still a bit of a blockage. There might be needing some more time for that blockage and healing to take place before that action to end the no contact happens. So there's certainly kind of a desire for it. There's still some sadness I need to get over, but 2 of Cups is at the bottom, so it's saying that, you know, it's possible for sure. Yeah. Okay, Kasu, did you like? So that was for Rakshida. Thank you for letting me pull yes or no questions for all of you guys. Thank you. Okay, so if you have liked, okay, thank you, Kasu, for liking and subscribing. So did you handle the email well? Did you handle the whoa? Well, you handled the email the way you thought you needed to handle the email, I guess. Yeah. Yes, I think you did handle the email well. There might have, I'm not sure, like there was something that was a little bit antagonistic about the communication or whatever you're asking about. Like there's a reason, I can see why you're asking if you handled the email situation well. You might have some concerns, doubts, or second guess yourself. And whoever the email situation made, that other person on the other side of it might also, you know, think about how you replied. But overall, it's saying ultimately the situation was, you know, was handled, you know, in a practical way that will ultimately be the right course of action. Yeah, so yeah, that showed up as the first card that went flying out. So whatever you did, like people caught notice, but ultimately you might have done something else, hopefully to smooth it out. And so if that's true that you smoothed it out, people will, or if that follows up, that'll show up. Okay. Thank you very much for the likes and the subs. That is the equal exchange energy for the free reads and is good karma for you and good karma for us. Thank you to everyone for letting me read for you tonight. And it was nice to see people I hadn't seen in a while, like Alpha and Queen and Bella and everyone else. So I will talk to you guys all later. I'll try and come on again. Everyone, best of luck. Most prosperity in the 1010 portal for everyone. Okay? Take care. I love you too, Queen. I love you too. Thank you so much for dropping by. Don't worry. Hopefully it'll get better.